Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Miami Dolphins. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and they'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. In motion, Hill. They begin with a run by Smith. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 tight, 19 tight.
On 2nd and 11 now. Smith. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. On the move past the 40. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
Cougar 19. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
To throw is Smith. Open man is Waddle, complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around with the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd down, here's Smith again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short.
It's now 3rd and less than a yard.
Dixie Bison, Dixie Bison.
They'll try and run forward with Smith. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
They'll try the right side here with Smith. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here's Walker to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson completes it to Fant on the right side. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. He's got his tight end Fant. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Oh, we're ready. We change it. Go.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And this is going to be intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
On second down, here's Smith. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Smith. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play. Were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Inside handoff, Smith. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Trap 50, trap 50.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Out route to Hill, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Now it's Smith running right. And he is going to lose yardage here. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Again, it's Smith. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. A first down carry for Smith. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Now receiver in motion left. Smith trying to run for it. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Smith. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. This Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. Trying to punch it in with Smith. And he'll take this into the end zone for the Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already... He's got a man, complete! And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Play action. Now Jackson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They had a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick six. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the move to his left. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing is Jackson. That's complete right around the 8. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
up 2nd and 3.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So the 2 teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Play action. It's Jackson. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Jackson from the shotgun. Throw out wide to Walker. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Running right, here's Walker. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Jackson. They'll fire one downfield for Fant. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Here's Jackson. He hits his target, Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. Jackson's throw into the hands of Lockett. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 43.
To the right side, this is Walker. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. After the interception, here's Smith. And this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
On the counter, it's Smith. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 87 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Smith. And some room to work. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. A handoff to Smith. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
On the set. Hot 70, hot 70. Ready.
Now Gino. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Sanders' kick is good, and the lead grows to 14 at 24 to 10. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time. And
we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play action now. Jackson. Crossing route catch made by Eskridge. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey!
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they got to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jalen Phillips. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Now Gino on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, check that.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And a short gain here down to the 22. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
60.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Jason Sanders now for the Miami field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. Sanders' kick is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. He's got a man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Walker with a grab, left side. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain there of 21 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. This is the tight end fan. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws. You get down near the goal line, you need to start enlisting the help of all 11 guys on the defense. And that's a nice job here by the cornerback, squaring his shoulders and coming in to make the tackle.
Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
To the right side and complete to Metcalf.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter, you're going. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Dolphins are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Here's Smith as he'll try to run some clock. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. 131 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They'll try to run for it with Smith. And he is going to get the 1st down, it looks like, as he's up to the 12. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, Tiger 60.
Smith going to throw it. And going deep for Hill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So a victory here for the Miami